Fabric for suiting. We're going to talk about what the proper fabrics are for suiting. Now, the reason why we're going to have this conversation is because I see sometimes gentlemen pair a suit top with odd trousers, which is wrong. So say, for instance, you might see someone wearing a pinstripe, navy pinstripe coat, and they would pair it with odd trousers. And really, it just looks like the dry cleaner misplaced your trousers. It's just not a good look. So it's important to understand that, first of all, you should never pair your suit jacket with odd trousers. But how do you identify fabrics that are specific to suiting? So let's talk about the office suit. How do you identify it? Usually the fabric is worsted. Okay? What is called worsted? A worsted fabric is a fabric that is smooth to the touch. Usually has a fine finish, typically in twill, right? So a twill, you see sort of diagonal lines across it. Sometimes, mostly it's in twill, or it could be, it could be in hopsack, it could be in bird's eye, it could be in shark skin. I mean, we could go, but this is all sort of really, we're now talking shop for those of you who are cloth nerds. But for those of you who just want to understand, let's say you go into a shop and you want to understand what is a suiting fabric apart from a jacketing fabric. A suiting fabric is going to be smooth to the touch. It's going to be smooth to the touch, and it's going to have, usually if it's a twill, it's going to have diagonal lines running across it, very thin lines like that. If you hold up the cloth to very close inspection, you're going to see those lines running across it. Now, of course, there are other types of suiting fabrics as well. You have bird's eye, you have sort of different sort of textures to it. But I don't want to complicate this. I think if you go to most mainstream stores, except you go to a Bespoke Tailor, of course, which means you're obviously more advanced. But if you go to a regular store and you're looking for a suiting fabric, usually it's going to be a twill or serge, which is sort of smooth to the hand. Typically, it comes in plain colors or stripes. So you're going to see like a navy suit. It's going to be a plain navy, or it's going to be pinstripes, which sort of stripes that are very close to each other, or they're going to be chalk stripes, which are sort of more spaced out, broadly spaced out and wider. I hope that helps. Thank you, Prof.